Across Africa, a quiet but monumental race is underway, a marathon to define the next century for over 1 billion people. This is not a sprint, nor a battle fought in the open, but a relentless contest of vision, innovation, and resilience. The stakes are nothing less than the future of the continent, and the world is watching as two giants prepare to shape the destiny of generations to come. At the starting line stand Egypt, the ancient cradle of civilization, whose pyramids have watched over millennia of human progress, and Nigeria, the continent's most populous, energetic nation, pulsing with the vibrancy of youth and ambition. These two titans, each with their own unique strengths and histories, are poised to redefine what it means to lead in Africa. But this isn't about who boasts the grander past or the most storied monuments. It's about who is building the more compelling future, one that is inclusive, innovative, and sustainable. The real contest is about ideas, about who can harness the energy of their people and the power of technology to leapfrog into tomorrow. Nigeria, with its dynamic and rapidly growing youth population, is forging a new identity. Digital innovation is at the heart of this transformation, as young entrepreneurs and tech-savvy leaders reimagine what's possible, creating solutions that address local challenges and resonate globally. The real question isn't just about who's building more, but about which country is laying a foundation so advanced, it's practically in a different time zone. Nigeria's vision is bold, one that seeks not just to catch up, but to set the pace for the rest of the continent and beyond. We're talking about a lead measured in generations, not years. The choices made today will echo far into the future, shaping the lives of children yet unborn. It's a race where foresight, adaptability, and courage matter more than ever. Nigeria's momentum is propelling it into the 22nd century, while others are still navigating the complexities of the 21st. The energy on the streets, the speed of change, and the hunger for progress are unmistakable. But it's not just about shiny buildings or impressive skylines. True transformation is rooted in systems that work, in nurturing human capital, and in cultivating a mindset that is relentlessly focused on the future. Education, collaboration, and digital literacy are the new pillars of progress. Across classrooms and co-working spaces, a new generation is being equipped with the skills to compete on a global stage. They're not just consumers of technology, they're creators, innovators, and leaders in their own right. True progress is measured in unicorns, venture capital, and digital fluency, not just GDP. It's about the ability to turn ideas into impact, to attract investment, and to build companies that change lives. Nigeria isn't just participating in this race, it's setting the pace, writing the rules, and showing the world what it means to build a future with audacity, vision, and unstoppable drive. The story of these two titans is just beginning, and the world is watching. The most powerful force in any nation's arsenal? It's people. Not oil, not gold, not even technology. At the heart of every thriving society is its population. The sheer number, the energy, and the dreams of its citizens shape the destiny of a country more than any other resource. Nigeria's population, over 237 million, dwarfs Egypt's, creating a colossal domestic market. This isn't just a statistic, it's a living, breathing engine of demand, creativity, and ambition. Every street, every market, every classroom is filled with possibility. But it's not just size, it's youth. The median age in Nigeria is just 18. Imagine a nation where half the population is barely out of high school, brimming with ideas and energy, ready to shape the future. This is a generation raised on smartphones, not nostalgia. They're digital natives connected to the world, absorbing trends and creating their own. Their worldview is global, their ambitions limitless. A young, dynamic workforce means decades of innovation and growth ahead. These young Nigerians are not just looking for jobs, they're creating them, launching startups, and driving the digital economy forward. We saw this energy in the End SARS movement, youth organizing for change. Their activism is a sign of a generation that refuses to accept the status quo, demanding a better future for themselves and their country. Nigeria's future is being built in tech hubs, on social media, and in the streets. From coding apps to launching viral campaigns, young Nigerians are rewriting the rules of what's possible. Egypt, while young by global standards, is aging faster and lacks Nigeria's demographic weight. Its population is growing older, and the energy of youth is slowly giving way to the caution of age. A smaller, older population can slow social and economic evolution. Fewer young people means fewer risk-takers, fewer entrepreneurs, and less momentum for change. Nigeria's demographic boom is a tidal wave of potential, reshaping Africa's economic landscape. The energy of millions of young people is transforming cities, industries, and even culture itself. This isn't a trend, it's a fundamental, unmatchable advantage. No other resource can compare to the power of a young, ambitious population determined to make its mark. The youth-driven dynamism is fueling entrepreneurship, art, and a new African identity. From music to fashion to technology, Nigerian youth are setting trends that ripple across the continent and beyond. While others plan for the future, Nigeria's youth are already building it. They're not waiting for permission, they're taking action, shaping their own destinies, and redefining what it means to be African in the 21st century. Demographics aren't just destiny, they're Nigeria's secret weapon. In the hands of its youth, This advantage is being transformed into a force that will shape not just Nigeria, but the future of Africa itself. If people are the engine, technology is the fuel, driving progress, innovation, and opportunity. In Nigeria, this fuel is not just abundant, it's supercharged. Every day, in the bustling streets of Lagos and beyond, a new generation of tech-savvy Nigerians is rewriting the rules of what's possible, harnessing the power of code, creativity, and collaboration to solve problems at a scale the continent has never seen before. Nigeria's tank is overflowing with talent, ambition, and a hunger to build. The country's tech ecosystem is a hive of activity, where ideas are born, tested, and launched at breakneck speed. From fintech to health tech, from e-commerce to edtech, Nigerian innovators are tackling challenges unique to Africa and exporting their solutions to the world. Nigeria is Africa's undisputed tech capital, home to most of the continent's unicorns, billion-dollar startups like Flutterwave and InterSwitch that have become household names. These companies didn't just appear overnight, they're the result of years of relentless hustle, vision, and a belief that African problems deserve African solutions. Nearly a third of Africa's fintech companies are Nigerian, drawing in the lion's share of venture capital. Investors from Silicon Valley to Singapore are betting big on Nigeria, seeing not just the potential for profit, but the promise of a digital revolution that could transform millions of lives. With a massive digitally savvy population, over 200 million people, most of them under 30, Nigeria is a market that's hungry for innovation. Young Nigerians are skipping landlines and desktop computers, jumping straight to smartphones and mobile apps, eager to leapfrog outdated infrastructure and embrace the future. Why build banks when you can put one on every phone? In Nigeria, mobile money isn't just a convenience, it's a lifeline, connecting millions to the financial system for the first time and unlocking new opportunities for business and personal growth. Nigerian entrepreneurs got there first, spotting opportunities where others saw obstacles. They've built companies that are not only profitable but also deeply impactful, creating jobs, empowering communities, and inspiring the next wave of innovators. The government is fueling this momentum with bold initiatives like Itana, Africa's first virtual special economic zone. By cutting red tape and offering incentives, they're making it easier for startups to launch, scale, and attract global partners, all from the heart of Lagos. Innovation attracts investment, which fuels more innovation, a virtuous cycle that's turning Nigeria into a magnet for talent and capital. Every new startup, every successful exit adds momentum to a tech tsunami that's sweeping across the continent. In 2024, a single Nigerian fintech processed over $650 million, proof that these aren't just small experiments but massive, scalable operations with the power to reshape entire industries. Egypt's tech scene is growing and other African nations are making strides, but none are operating at Nigeria's scale or speed. The gap is widening as Nigeria sets the pace and others race to keep up. Nigeria isn't just joining the tech revolution, it's leading it, shaping the future of African innovation, and widening the gap with every new startup, every bold idea, and every leap forward. Cities drive innovation, and none in Africa is more dynamic than Lagos. With over 20 million people, Lagos is a microcosm of Nigeria's future, chaotic, creative, and relentless. Traffic jams have spawned a booming logistics startup scene, infrastructure gaps fuel decentralized solutions. Lagos is a living lab for African urbanism, solving problems with homegrown ingenuity. Massive projects like the Lekki Deep Sea Port and Blue Line Rail are transforming the city physically. Digitally, initiatives like the Digital Address System are formalizing the informal, boosting planning and tax revenue. Urban innovation is spreading. Abuja, Port Harcourt, and others are becoming tech hubs. As more Nigerians move to cities, demand for modern services explodes, creating opportunities. Compared to Cairo's centrally planned growth, Lagos's wild energy is driving bottom-up progress. Nigerian cities are evolving into smart, connected ecosystems, models for Africa's urban future. Egypt is a formidable power, with a larger nominal GDP and a diversified industrial base. Its state-led growth brings stability, but can stifle the disruptive innovation powering Nigeria's rise. Egypt's top startups focus on the MENA region, limiting their scale compared to Nigeria's Pan-African ambitions. The creation of tax-free zones to prevent brain drain signals a struggle to retain top talent. In contrast, Nigeria is a magnet for ambitious entrepreneurs from across Africa. Lagos is the epicenter of action, drawing talent and investment. Egypt's trajectory is steady, but less steep. Modernizing, but not transforming at Nigeria's pace. It's a well-maintained battleship in an era of agile digital carriers. Egypt's strength is rooted in the 20th century, Nigeria is building for the 22nd. While Egypt keeps pace, Nigeria is changing the race itself. The smartest money in the world is betting on Nigeria. For a decade, venture capital has flowed to Nigeria, especially in fintech. Between 2020 and mid-2024, Nigeria attracted 36% of all African fintech funding. Even in tough times, Nigerian startups close mega deals. Moneypoint raised $110 million, Lemfi $53 million. This influx creates a flywheel. Success breeds more startups, more investment, and more ambition. Founders become investors, inspiring the next generation. Egypt attracts investment, but not at Nigeria's scale or with the same global excitement. Egyptian startups often aim regionally, while Nigerian firms go continental or global. Money talks, and it's saying Africa's tech future is being built in Nigeria. The world's investors are betting on Nigeria's ability to scale world-class companies. A nation's lead is also measured in cultural gravity, and here, Nigeria is a global superpower. Afrobeats and Nollywood export a modern, confident Africa to the world. Artists like Burna Boy and Wizkid are global ambassadors, defining the sound of a generation. Nollywood stories reach audiences worldwide, building pride and positive associations. This cultural export drives tourism, jobs, and brand Nigeria in ways no PR campaign could. It fuels national confidence and inspires young people to dream big. Egypt's cultural heritage is rich, but its modern output is more regional. Nigeria commands attention for its present and future, not just its past. It's not just a custodian of culture, it's a creator shaping a new African identity. This cultural capital is an invaluable asset in the race for future leadership. Nigeria's path is far from perfect. Corruption, instability, and infrastructure gaps are real obstacles. Power outages, currency instability, and bureaucratic hurdles make doing business tough. The ease of doing business ranking remains low, and regulatory red tape slows progress. Yet Nigeria's resilience is born from navigating these very challenges. The country's ability to attract investment and foster innovation despite adversity is a testament to its strength. Its dynamism comes not from a perfect system but from the sheer force of its people. The key isn't that Nigeria has no problems, it's that its momentum outpaces its peers. The future depends on tackling these issues head-on, but Nigeria's current trajectory suggests it has the resilience and drive to do just that. Africa's story is being rewritten by Africans, and Nigeria is leading the charge. It's the continent's demographic engine, technological heart, and cultural soul. Nigeria's lead is a structural advantage that will only grow. The future isn't to be waited for, it's to be built, especially by Africa's youth. The world is investing in Nigerian ingenuity, resilience, and ambition. Don't be deterred by headlines. See challenges as sparks for innovation. The tools are in your hands, the market at your doorstep, and a continent waiting for leadership. The 21st century will be defined by Africa's rise. The 22nd will be the Nigerian century. This is about embracing chaos, harnessing energy, and building a nation that's a century ahead. The race for the future is on, and Nigeria is already in the lead.